What's up guys, it's Mr. Spectacular here, and in this video I'm going to show you my exact morning trading routine, what I look for and what I analyze every single day in the markets. But before we get into the trading stuff, let's talk about your daily routine and especially your morning routine, because that is going to play a major role as to how efficient you can be and the good momentum you can generate throughout your day. So my first priority every single day is to get up on time. Set my alarm, get up regardless how I feel. Whether I'm rested or not, get up. Because I've made that promise to myself, and if I break that first promise, that already sets me on a negative momentum for the day. So first, get up straight away. Second, go do a light workout. For me, I do some cardio. I go for a 30-minute walk, pretty fast pace. If the weather is really bad outside, you can just do some stairs out of your house, and that's enough. But one, you got up on time, and two, you've already worked out while everybody's still asleep. So that puts you in a really good position to where all the other stuff you're gonna execute on throughout the day, you already have some good momentum going for you. So after that, I'll have my breakfast, and then straight away I jump on my laptop and I look at the stuff I'm going to show you now. So I have about 20 different tabs open here. I'm going to go through them one by one. Some of them are more important than the others, and some of them you can skip, but certain I would highly recommend you look at and you pay attention to every day. So first thing I check is Google Trends. I analyze search volume for Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency in general, and NFTs, and how that plays out throughout the year. So without going into too much detail, that's for another video, but as the interest drops down, that's where, for the most part, you're going to have your biggest opportunities. You don't want to be buying in at peak interest where everybody else is, because that's where you're just going to hold the bags of the people that got in here. You'll make your biggest money in crypto when there's been a massive crash and everybody left and everybody lost interest. That's where you get your biggest opportunities. Moving on, I like to look at some news. So first, I'll look at just general global business and economy news, make sure the world hasn't ended. After that, I will look at specific news relating to crypto. A lot of the stuff is nonsense. A lot of it will be just FUD. One thing for you to get and become aware of is not cryptocurrency, copywriting, and how you can influence and manipulate people through words, because you'll become aware of when this stuff is being used on you. So it forms a bit of a protection mechanism for your mind, to be able to take the news for what it is, rather than see an attention-grabbing headline like Bitcoin trader 23 takes his own life after breakup and losing all his money. Yeah, it's nonsense, and it's from the Mirror, so surprise, surprise. But sometimes you find some good stuff in there. Red Bull just had a partnership with Bybit, and other stuff. Now next, I'll look at some stocks. So for me, I don't own a whole lot of stocks. My main bag is Tesla, so I check for news related to Tesla. And if you hold any stocks, it will be good for you to keep up with the news on the projects you hold. Then I check Yahoo Finance. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to load, but again, just a quick overview of the headlines. If anything catches my attention in a major way, I will have a look. But again, it's for the general purposes of just seeing what's going on in the markets and in the world. Now, this is where I will spend most of my time. This is TradingView. So that's where I'll have all my charts. And like I said in the beginning, certain parts of this routine you can skip. You don't have to do it every single day. But with the charts, there is no exception. I will look at them every single day. Sometimes I'll check the key ones multiple times a day, because on the day-to-day basis, I don't really care whether it's going up, down, sideways, or in circles. I need to know what's going on. If I didn't want to know, I would have just put my money in the bank and be like, guys, do what you want with it. And we all know what they do with it. So the reason I'm in crypto is because I like control. I like control over my money. I like control over my destiny. So I want to know how things are going all the time. You don't need to check the charts every 30 minutes, because probably not a whole lot is going to happen. But on a daily basis, I need to know what moves have happened, what's going on, what things might be playing out. So let me show you a breakdown of how I've structured my trading view. And the thing you'll need to be concerned with is just this bit here on the right. So I have different colored lists, and then some lists I have structured for myself. So I won't be showing you specific ones in here. I'll just talk you through what they mean so you can model it and structure it for yourself. The reason I won't show you the specifics is because there will always be those two people who have not paid attention to anything I've said, who have not attended any of our calls, who have not done any lessons with us, who will just look at my watch list, pick the first coin out of that watch list with no context, put all their money on it, and then come back to me 2 weeks later crying, saying they lost money of the stuff of my watch list. So that's why we're not going to do that. So with my red list, I look at the major, like a broad overview of the crypto market. So I'll have Bitcoin dominance, total 1, 2, and 3s, DeFi, Bitcoin, Ethereum to Bitcoin, the volatility index, and the dollar index. Now for my blue list, that's projects that I'm contemplating getting in on, but I just want to see what happens with the charts. Green list, that's either trades I'm actively in or some of my larger holds that I am looking to take profits on. Now for my core portfolio, obviously that's my biggest bags. So let's say you have 5 projects you've put a lot of money into, another 5, 10 that you've put 50 to 100 pounds in. You don't need to keep paying attention to the smaller ones. So just for simplicity's sake, I have my biggest bags in here. Then I'll have charts for crypto to Bitcoin, crypto to Ethereum, crypto to fiat, and that's either stuff I've held at one point or I hold in some fashion. Now for the markets, that's again like the broader overview. So I'll look at the S&P 500, the US 100, Vanguard, NASDAQ, and a couple other things that we've already seen before. So then I'll have my main watch list of projects that, again, I am actively paying attention to, but I don't own. Now stocks, that's stuff that either I hold or just the main ones like, Amazon, Apple, Google, PayPal, stuff like that. Now for my watch list, again, that's those are the ones where I'll just put in there. Let's say I find it on Coinmarketcap and I want to do some TA on it. I'll just put it in here. Most of the time, not look at it again. Now, moving on, I will look at Coinmarketcap. Unless I'm doing any specific research into a coin, I will just scroll through the general overview of the homepage. So I'll look at the daily and wiki changes in percentage terms, market caps, see whether anything has moved up or down the scale. With CoinGecko, you essentially do the same thing, but unless you're comparing currencies, again, you don't need to be looking at it every day. Now, this is a neat one that I found. It's called Into the Block. Now, what it gives you is the market sentiment and some data on some of the major cryptocurrencies. So, for example, for Bitcoin, it gives you the market sentiment. So, at the moment, mostly bearish. Breakdown of the on-chain signals, exchange signals, and derivatives markets. Shows you what percentage holders are making money at the current price. Concentration by large holders, I really like that one. Again, holders composition by time held, I really like that one as well, because the more you have those, the ones that are under a month, the more shaky it's going to be. Again, some transaction breakdowns, demographics. They also have a paid version if you want to dig down more into the details of things, but you can just get it for free as well. I'll look at the same thing for Ethereum, and they also have a breakdown of quite a few other currencies as well if you want to look into it. Now, another one that I find quite useful is this little site called Coinmarketcal. That gives you the breakdown of any upcoming events. So you can either put in a specific project that you're looking at, or just select the top 100, top 300 coins, and it will give you all the known events that are happening. Next, I will look at some headlines on Cointelegraph, see if there's any major crypto news. Turns out JP Morgan's building a bank in the Metaverse. Who would have thought? A couple months ago, they said Bitcoin is going to zero. So another thing, it's interesting to see how the narratives change, and you will start to build that up as you go through the process. And you don't have to read all this stuff, but just keeping up with the headlines is quite useful. Next, I will look through Twitter. So my general feed, some people that I follow. Like, I only follow crypto people on Twitter because I don't find it, well, that's the only thing you use it for, really. So I'll look for the specific people that I follow, what they've posted, and a general overview of what people are talking about. Next, I will look at the Fear and Greed Index, and again, see how that changes. So you'll have today's value, the value for the last couple of periods, and if you want to, you can also see what things have looked like over last year, and even as far as 2018. Last, out of the major ones, I'll look at the gas fees, see where they are, see how much activity is going on Ethereum. So that would be the main things that I look over every day. Like I said, if you are really stressed for time, you don't have to go through this entire thing. Overall, it takes me about 30 minutes on a normal day. If I am really digging deep into the charts, it might take me an hour. But certain things you should do every day. One would be TradingView, looking at all your charts. Two would be just an overview of Coinmarketcal. The events you can probably find if you check it once a week. The fear and greed index, again, I'd say check it daily. So those would be your core three. And at the end of the day, the way you're going to build skill is through putting in the time and the work. So the way you're going to get good with charts is by putting in work on the charts. Now, if you really don't have any time, or you just want to speed up your learning curve while also putting in the work on your own, check out our Signal service. That is where I will send you the trades that I'm getting in on. There's links to that in the description below if you're watching it on YouTube, or on the link in our bio if you're watching this on Instagram. So check that out. Also, let me know what you want me to cover next. Just drop a comment below. Hope you found this useful, guys. Have a spectacular day, and I'll see you in the next video.